All right, so me and Coach was talking, right? And I ain't proud of it, but I just like to keep it 100. I'm a high school dropout. I ain't proud of it. I dropped out my senior year in high school. And I'm just keep it real, because I wasn't because I was dumb. It was because I left home at an early age, and I don't have no other way to say it. Coaches, forgive me, but my boys was on the block. So while I'm in school from 8 to 3, they getting it in. So they picking me up in Mustang 5.0. They picking me up in the Jeep with the top off and the sound, no seat. They didn't blew the back seat out, no back seat now. They just got the 8 and 10s in the back of this roof. And I'm coming out of class, getting in the car. They coming right up to Henry Ford. I'm from Detroit, 8 Mile. They coming right up, grabbing me. E, you ready? I'm getting in the ride. Like, why am I still going to school? They're like, why are you getting F's and D's? Like, why are you still going to school? That's why I dropped out of school. But guess what? You know why it was so easy for me to drop out of school? Because my father dropped out of school. My father had 5 kids by 5 different women. And why was it easy for him to drop out? Because my grandfather dropped out. But I did something unique. I went and got my GED, got my 4-year degree, got my master's degree, and I'm a dissertation away from my PhD, and I hate school. So somebody said, you hate school so much, why you get a PhD? Because I figure if I get a PhD, I'm going to create something in my family, and my son going to have to at least graduate from what? Come on, give me 100, come on. If your daddy got a PhD, you can at least do what? You can at least graduate from high school. Let me tell you something I told my son. I ain't trying to put no pressure on you, but it's been 60 years since a male in our family has graduated from high school. So I'm gonna need you to take your senior year serious. We got a lot riding on you, and I'm telling you, the legacy is here. Greatness is here. But it ain't on Cam's shoulders no more. It ain't on Farley's shoulder no more. It ain't on Bo Jackson's shoulder no more. Now greatness is on whose shoulder? That's why I wake up every morning at 2 o'clock, 2:30. Because I got my mama counting on me. I got my sister counting on me. I got my son and my daughter counting on me. I got a world that gets up every morning and watches me. I got little kids who don't believe that they can do it. When they saw me, they thought now they can do it. So I get up every morning at 2:30, 3 o'clock. Why? Because greatness is upon me. Dr. King is dead. Malcolm X is dead. I'm that new guy. I'm that new inspiration. I'm the guy you look at when your daddy ain't in your life, when your daddy in prison. I'm that guy that comes to your high school and tell you, you can make it happen. Greatness is upon you. You better act like it.
Maestro Music.
I'm not sleeping now. The dark is too hard to beat, and
You gonna get up, you gonna get dressed, you gonna get out, and you gonna do what you've been called to do.
Maestro Music.
I'm telling you, when you're going through pain, I know what you're feeling. I know exactly, because I've been there, I've done that, but you gotta work through it. And if you work through your pain, on the other side is a reward. Listen to me, your pain ain't permanent. Your pain ain't permanent. You can get through this. You bigger than your pain. You better than that. You gonna be what you call me. You gonna have, and you gonna prove to everybody that tried to break you. You gonna prove them wrong. Everybody that tried to stop you, everybody that tried to kill your dream, you gonna prove all of them wrong. I didn't get you where I wanted to be. I'm finally where I wanted to be, but I had to go through some pain to get there. I used the pain to push me to greatness. I used the pain to push me to greatness. And I'm telling you right now, don't give up. I'm telling you right now, don't give in.
I'm not sleeping now. The dark is too hard to beat, and I'm not giving up the strength I need to push.
Pain is temporary. I didn't get here. I didn't get to where I am today. I didn't get here because, I'm just deep, or because just good things happen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. There was a time in my life, right? I stayed in my room. I was listening to my music. I prayed like I never prayed before. I spent more time with God. I had pain going through. I felt sabotaged. Are you hearing what I'm saying? There were some people who I felt they were out to get me. Are you hearing what I'm saying? They wanted me gone. You talk about haters. Haters. And I went through this for a whole year. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I'm talking about sabotage. I'm talking about pain. I used the pain to push me to greatness. to pain to push me to greatness. But I realized when I look back at it all, what God was telling me is, you stuck on good, son.
Not sleeping now. The dark is too hard to beat, and I'm not keeping now the strength I need to push me.
Pain is not permanent.
Maestro Music.
I don't sleep. Said I got an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful, as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. That's how bad you gotta want it. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. I don't sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I don't sleep. Said I got an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. Most of you won't be successful because when you're studying and you get tired, you quit. Sleep is for those people who are broke. You gotta hear me. People talk about Oprah Winfrey, Ted Turner, Warren Buffett. Listen to me. I don't care how much money you make. You only get 24 hours in a day. I studied the top millionaires in the world, and I discovered that they all wake up at 3:30 in the morning. If they're getting up at 3:30, and everybody else is getting up at 8 and 8:30, the reason why they're successful is they just got a 5-hour jump on the world. If you only have 24 hours in a day, your success is dependent upon how you use the 24. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I don't sleep. Said I got an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. Most of you won't be successful because when you're studying and you get tired, you quit. Sleep is for those people who are broke. You gotta be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you're gonna have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because if you go to sleep, you might miss the opportunity to be successful. That's how bad you gotta want it. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I don't sleep. Said I got an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. Most of you won't be successful because when you're studying and you get tired, you quit. Sleep is for those people who are broke. Those who are willing to risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Look, you gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe. And you can go further than you think. Listen to me, you in 3 and you got 6 years. But you're accustomed to 3, you're accustomed to 4. I challenge you to push it to all the years you got. Give it everything you got. Listen to me, you think I thought I was gonna write a book? Do you think I thought I was going to be an author? Do you think I thought I was going to be marching this year with a PhD? Do you think I thought I would be traveling the world, NFL, NBA? Do you think I thought I would be doing this as a high school dropout, as somebody that was home? Do you think I thought I would go this far? But I pushed it. I said, I want to see how far I can go. I want to see what I can accomplish. I want to see what I can do, what I can be, what I can have. I want to see. I don't want to see what I think I can do. I don't want to see what I think is possible. I want to see what my life would look like if I didn't count the cost and if I was willing to go further than anybody else was willing to do. If I had the mentality that, Eric, you gotta want it. You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe. And I woke up and here I am. Once the clock goes dead, the game is over. Michael Jordan, when he was a kid, dreamed about making the last shot. Kobe dreamed about making the last shot. And the greats, they just don't put up the first, the second, the third. But what I've learned about the greats is that they understand it's a sense of urgency that once the clock goes out, it's a W or an L. There is no middle ground. You either win or you lose. And they have the ability to go against all odds. When Mike knew he was going to be double teamed, when Kobe knows he's going to be triple teamed, when Larry Bird knew that they were coming after him, he still found a way to make the shot. How bad do you want it? What makes Michael Jordan? What makes Kobe Bryant? What makes Michael Phelps? What makes Serena Williams? What makes them the quality of the game? Why do they perform at the level they perform at? Because they don't just get caught up in the things. They don't get caught up just in the scoreboard, the stats. It's the stuff that you don't see. It's the stats that you don't see. It's the stuff that you don't see. If you would learn to have a little consistency, that your momentum would kick in and take you to places you never thought you could go. We went from the backyard to the world. This is the last quarter, and I gotta give everything I got. How bad do you want it? This is the last quarter, and I gotta give everything I got. Success is the only option. Failure is not an option. I know you're tired. You'll get a chance when the new year comes to get a little rest. This is not the time to quit. This is not the time to give up, man. Once again, it's your boy E.T., and I challenge you to fourth quarter living.
Maestro music.